Hello, this is H. Victoria Hargro Atkerson. I'm an author and a writer, and I would love to thank all the people who came out to visit us at the Harlem Book Fair. My niece and nephew, Brandy and Larry, came up from Atlanta to help me out, which is always wonderful. They were with me last year, and we made so many wonderful friends who came back to tell us that they enjoyed the books. That is always an amazing thing to hear, and it's also an amazing thing to understand and to grasp, because people who read my books loved them, and for me, that's the reward. No matter what people say about your writing, whether it's positive or negative, everything they say helps you in developing your skills. So I'm not afraid of negative feedback, and I treasure it just as much as I treasure the positive. So it is wonderful to be able to do that. My new book, which is Enslaved, received a good welcome, and that made me feel good. People loved the picture on the front, which was done by my brother, Louis Hargro. I think he did a marvelous job, and I can't wait for you to read part two, which is coming up soon. I'm just enjoying this because it's like, it's wonderful. It's just great to get all this feedback from people, and it's also great to meet the readers and to hear their stories and to hear how certain situations affected them and how certain characters affected them. This is why we write, to get that wonderful feedback and to see how our stories are accepted or not accepted even. It's a two-way street, and it's always the reader and the writer. But once you release a book, the book no longer belongs to us, it belongs to the world. So it's interesting to see how other people see situations that I've wrote about, and to see how they interpret those instances, and also the characters that are in the book. It's a great process, and it's something that I enjoy doing. I love going to book fairs and book festivals, and thank you, Max Rodriguez, and your wonderful staff. You did another great job, although we didn't have the numbers that we had in previous years. But I think the heat scared a lot of people away. But the people who showed up, which was still a great number of people, came out. They were enthusiastic, they were warm, and they shared with us freely. They sat down, they talked to us, we chatted. It was just a great time. I enjoyed the whole thing. Now take a moment and go back. I think I posted my video of the Harlem Book Festival 2017. Take a look at it. You kind of grasp what was going on and to see everything. Another person I'd like to thank is Bob McNeil. The man is a great poet, so you need to take your time and look him up on YouTube also. But whoever he's appearing, make sure you go there, because he's an amazing poet, and he also is a great MC. He just kept the event rolling. There were no lags in time. It was always exciting. It was always very warm and welcoming. So, Bob, you did a wonderful job, and thank you so much again for hosting this event. It was really marvelous. I truly, truly enjoyed it. Now, for you readers, I want you to go to Amazon.com and go to Kindle or whatever your favorite bookstore is, and pick up the copy of Enslaved. It is a wonderful, wonderful journey to go on, and it's a wonderful experience for you to check into, because this particular book goes into the lifestyle of those that were captured. It's an African princess and a member of her royal guard, and you get to see what they felt. You get to follow them on that middle passage and see what it was like being on that ship. You feel their pain, you feel their horror, you feel their disgust for the situation they had fallen into. So take a moment and get that book and read it, because pretty soon part two is going to be out, and you don't want to miss it, okay? It was really great. Now, thank you, Max. Thank you, Bob, for a wonderful time at the Harlem Book Festival. Now, I'd also like to thank my niece and nephew, Brandy Huff Reed and Larry Anthony. They came from Atlanta, Georgia. They flew up. They helped me out as they did last year. It was just amazing. We love selling the books, and again, we sold a great number of books, which always makes me happy because it means that people are actually uh, catching on, and they realize that I do tell good stories. I love that. I also would like to invite all of you to come on my cruise on February the 10th through the 17th. We'll be cruising to the Southern Caribbean. So please come along. We're going to enjoy this. We're going to have book discussions, panel discussions, all kinds of things going on. And you'll be able to get to know the authors that I bring along with me. And if you're an author, you'd like to bring a group on, or if you're a book club and like to bring a group on, you may come at a reduced rate. So be sure to check out my website. The information is there, and I want you to just be aware that we are here and that we are trying to push forward on getting those books out. Black literature is so important. We have great people who paved the way for all of us, people who have set a wonderful standard for us to follow, and it is an awesome responsibility. So if you are one of those people who's sitting back with your head full of wonderful stories, I want you to start writing them down. And if you need any tips on how to do that, get in touch with me through my website or Facebook, Instagram, whichever vehicle you choose to communicate with me. Call me. I'll lead the way for you. It's a great process, and it's a wonderful career to follow. And no one is too young to start. There are many people who write at a very young age, so let's do that. And let's encourage each other, and let us all be appreciative of the work that we do for ourselves and for our culture. Here we go. It's the end of our time again. So I want you to take a moment and like my program, and then subscribe. If you have not subscribed to my channel, it is free. It doesn't cost anything. So hit me up with that red button right there. Just touch it, and we will let you know each time that I post a video. So love someone special, and most of all, love to you. Thank you for listening. Take care.